What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 4.
3.
Dude, I'm an idiot. It's because I was thinking about saying something, and then I forgot, but I can't say it till episode 4, so we'll see what episode 4.
Yeah, next week we'll be saying episode 4. But we're back. It's been a long week, to be honest.
Yes,
I feel like this week has been the longest week ever.
Really, for me, it was actually pretty quick. I'm actually just, like, the Fightnight was already last week. Like,
yeah, 271's over. Obviously, Izzy won. There is some controversy, though, over the win. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's just unnecessary.
You guys saw my prediction last week. I was obviously going Rob. These boys, Matt and the other guy, Joe, that was on here, they both went Izzy. And I even said that Rob was going to win. But I personally think Izzy won that fight. I saw it. I think he, like, it was easy. I don't even think it was arguable. And even the announcers, Bisping, who else was on there, DC, everyone was thinking Izzy won. And, you know, I didn't think it was Robbie or nothing. Later on that night, obviously Rob says he won. That's predictable. Like, you're not going to say you lost if, like that's respect coming out of Rob. Coming out on my TikTok, everyone's saying that Rob won and got robbed. Are you getting some of those comments too?
Yeah, I'm getting those comments. And then I also saw a comment that kind of, like, was so facts earlier. Because the fight earlier today, everyone was saying robbery. And then someone replied, they were like, can we just stop calling every close fight a robbery? For like, there's judges for a reason. They're judging this fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're not UFC judges. We don't know everything about it, at least. I mean, some of you might because you're crazy, but...
Right. Like, I understand the judges are right there. They obviously they see the fight the best, and they have, like, the stats right in front of them. But, like, still, like, you shouldn't be coming at the judges for that fight. That was not a bad robbery. It could have went either way. Like, that was not a robbery there. The judges, they're fine. They didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all overreactions.
Crowd.
You can't just call everything a robbery, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah, fuck the noise, man. Izzy won that fight. And I don't even want Izzy to win. I'm all for the upsets, and Izzy, I think he won that fight.
You see the shirt? We're going to be repping that in actually June, hopefully, because that was hinted at. Jared Cannonier, obviously, he beat Derek Brunson last week as well, which, I mean, that was kind of just sad he went out sad.
That was sad for Blonde Brunson because you saw him. He had that huge win against Darren Till, which Darren Till, my favorite fighter, man, got shut out by Brunson. He has little to no wrestling at all, and Brunson just went right through him. And honestly, like, to see him get beat up by Cannonier like that, I'm like, dang. Like, that was Blonde Brunson's last attempt. He's been in the game for a while. He said that was his last shot attempt at the title. He said he's going to come back for one more, and I'll be there to watch it, man. Sad to see him go out there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the saddest part was how he had him in the choke, the end of round one.
That just shows, like, I feel like age got him, like, yeah, he got clipped with a good shot, but he literally never recovered.
Yeah, he wasn't the same after.
Which is also good because that shows he's not on steroids, but he just never recovered. That whole round 2, he was wobbling, and I literally thought, like, he was almost taking the round off because, like, he was surviving, but he wasn't moving whatsoever. His footwork was off, and then all of a sudden, he just got knocked out. And I was like, all right, well.
Yeah.
I just don't know how he didn't recover.
Yeah, so that was kind of sad. I mean, hate to see people go out like that, but the next title fight's actually pretty hype. Cannonier versus Izzy. But I think you said it earlier, Izzy looks unbeatable. I don't think he can be beaten right now.
I don't want to make a prediction now because we're going to have, obviously, a prediction the week of that fight and then probably the night of that fight. So we're probably going to have, like, 3 different predictions. So I'm not even going to say my prediction now. But
this is the way too early prediction.
Yeah, the way too early prediction. I'm going to accidentally slip up and probably say my prediction. But by saying this, Izzy's unbeatable in middleweight. You notice that with each and more fight, like, he's not some knockout artist. He's just the most technical fighter we've ever seen, and he might not hit hard, but he's going to keep on hitting you. His counter striking is too clean. The way he sets up your leg kicks makes you reset, and I think the closest you're going to get is Rob to beating him. It's kind of like Usman Covington situation where Usman and Izzy are up here, and then Colby and Rob are right here, and the rest of the division's down here. Like, there's the levels, and Izzy's unbeatable. And you notice about him, he doesn't even care about knocking his opponent out. If he feels like he'll wants to win in the decision, he'll go to the decision. You saw in his last 2 fights. When he knocked down Rob, he didn't apply any more pressure, played it safe, got the decision win, and he did against Marvin Vettori too. did not care.
He just does whatever he wants in the octagon.
He does what he needs
basically.
to win. And Michael Chandler put out a tweet. It's right here. And it said something like, it's come to the point where the champ can just sit around, throw a few punches and move around and remain champion, which he said it in like a rude way. Which like he definitely came out as like definitely calling out Izzy a little bit, which I think like Izzy, like, I think it was a good fight. I think it was entertaining. Did you think it? Like I didn't think it was.
Yeah, I thought it was hype.
Like I wasn't that mad about the outcome or the fight. Like I don't know what these fighters like. Yeah, Chandler, you're like Chandler's fucking like just what do you call him like?
He's like...
What do you call those people that just like put on a show? Like what's the word for them?
I guess just like a entertainer.
Entertainer, dude. He goes out like you saw the fight with Gaethje. Like really, you think you want to see Izzy fight like that? Like no, like no.
That's what separates like the champions from the contenders, and even less than that.
It's like the whole like thing about Izzy and Cannonier. Izzy just is unbeatable, and he'll do whatever he has to do to win. He won't knock you out. He'll easily beat you by decision. I think he can do that to any fighter in the division. I don't think any fighter can beat him going to decision, and then I also don't see a fighter stopping him because his counter striking is just too clean. Too clean. That's it for that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, so that's coming up later this year in June. Obviously, it's gonna be a pretty hype matchup. I mean, any Izzy fight's hype.
I mean, Cannonier's known for choking the big ones, so same with.
Yeah, we'll see if he chokes another one. But I think we'll go over one more fight on 271. Derrick Lewis versus Tuivasa. That was
a heartbreaker.
Insane heartbreaker if you're a Derrick Lewis fan.
You're not mad, but you're like upset because you just gotta wonder how did he not knock him out. Tuivasa respects Tuivasa. He's got a massive chin. Yeah. Ate many big shots. He was coming up off the cage and just hit him with like 5 huge right shots where he couldn't even defend himself, and he managed to eat everyone. Got up. You saw he was hurt, but he landed that. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what stunned him. It was either an elbow or a straight, but something hit him, and he was stunned. And then he just hit that elbow, and he was up against the cage, and you saw him flat.
Obviously, like, face down. Yep.
Yeah, face exactly. Down, almost ass up. He was like, and then he kind of flattened out. He was
almost.
He was like, ooh, and then he like flattened out.
But yeah, that was.
I don't think Derrick Lewis is done. He still has the most knockout. He almost knocked him out there. That's arguably a rematch in my opinion. Like, it's not a title fight, so it won't be. But that was fireworks, and I would watch that.
I think it might have to be a rematch because, I mean, who's really next for Tuivasa? Gane might even get the rematch with Francis.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, if you really look at the heavyweight division, it's like Francis, I guess Gane, because, I mean, he beat Derrick Lewis.
I'm trying to...
He's kind of ahead of that other pack in the heavyweight division. So
did you see the post of someone calling out Tuivasa, saying he's shitty? I don't know who it was. It was Chael Sonnen.
Shoot.
I'll put it up. Who else is in the heavyweight division? I feel like we're missing someone that needs a title shot. No, right? It was Derrick Lewis.
Yeah,
he needed to win that. But Tuivasa just like jumped like 7. Like was he? Yeah, he went
from that fight? He was 11, and Derrick Lewis was 3. So Tuivasa went from 11 to 3 last weekend, which is insane. But those are really the fights that like a lot of people want to see. They want to see the knockouts. They want to see the heavyweight fights. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Everyone really didn't support him against Derrick Lewis. Everyone, for the most part, Derrick Lewis was a favorite like overall.
Yeah.
I mean, no one saw Tuivasa winning for the most part. I mean, he's 11th ranked versus a established Derrick Lewis. I mean, he's a knockout king. And yes, but the heavyweight division is kind of confusing right now. I mean,
it's not as fun.
This could honestly lead us right into the news that got released about Stipe.
Well, let's hear it.
So, over the weekend, I saw a news clip. It was from the Ohio news source. And basically, it said, Stipe is done as a fighter. And he is now a full-time fireman.
Yeah, she straight up said, Stipe, now retired UFC fighter, has now been sworn in as a full-time firefighter. Like, what?
Dude, and the funniest part, at the end, she was like, and he's done in the ring, and everyone in the comments was like, casual.
Bro, it's an octagon.
But I think we could honestly just react to that real quick on the podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, yeah.
Because it's a pretty funny clip.
MMA.
Yep, it's on my TikTok, BHMMA. Here it is.
What do you do when you retire from a career as one of the best MMA fighters in the world? For one former champ, It means serving his community. This week, former UFC heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic was sworn in as a full-time firefighter for the city of Westlake, Ohio, right outside of Cleveland. But this is nothing new. Even while he was reigning as heavyweight champ, Miocic was a part-time firefighter in 2 other Cleveland suburbs. He told reporters that he did it because he needed a career after he was done in the ring.
After he was done in the ring.
Yeah,
it's not the ring.
Obviously, that's cap. Stipe never made it public. I'm pretty sure that news source
They just wanted a headline.
Clearly paid no attention to that. Like, they just didn't put any actually effort into it. They said ring. And then they're going to say...
They said he wanted a career.
Retired, and then they're going to, like...
Like, what? He has... This was a career. It's not like he was one of the underpaid fighters in the UFC. He was a champion.
News source for rushing that. Stipe is a good guy. They actually should have put time into that news source, because now it just makes Stipe... It's just embarrassing for the news source. And my boy, it just looks bad, because Stipe Miocic, from the MMA community, is looked at as the GOAT heavyweight right now, so you're going to disrespect him? Nah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Stipe has at least one more run in him for the title. I mean... Because it's kind of open.
Dude, he left off losing on the title fight.
I feel like he's above Derrick Lewis.
Stipe,
he's above Cyril Gane.
He can probably beat Cyril Gane. He either can come back and demand a title shot, or he can probably fight John Jones, or whoever the contender is. And Stipe's a good guy. I'll probably just do whatever Dana offers him, to be honest. So, that being said, it probably won't be a title fight.
Yeah, so Stipe retirement, we're gonna call cap on that.
Yeah, we're calling cap.
At least until... Hopefully he doesn't, but until Stipe actually announces that, because that's just kind of messed up by the news to do that.
You're telling me Stipe wouldn't have beat Francis in that fight? Just saying, man.
Yeah.
We
want the trilogy.
Yeah,
we want the trilogy.
There, but Stipe
that would be a hype.
Stipe is an actual wrestler, unlike whatever his name is, Gane. Gane had no wrestling experience. People thought was going to run through him.
Yeah, so UFC 271 was fun. Some heavyweight division. We could look forward to some stuff this year. Obviously, Tuivasa's come up.
Ugh.
But next week, there was a scheduled bout between Makhachev and Beneil Dariush.
Was he on like a 9-weight fight?
He's on I believe a 9-1 streak.
What was Dariush doing?
Dariush, I know he came off of beating Ferguson on the Chandler Oliveira card.
Yeah, he did do that.
So he beat... Beneil Dariush beat Tony Ferguson in his last fight. I believe it was an armbar victory, which it was kind of interesting. But I feel like Beneil is kind of like one of the more slept-on lightweights for the most part. I mean, you ask the average UFC fan, they probably won't even know him. Because obviously the lightweight division's stacked, and Beneil obviously adds to that. But some kind of sad news actually came out. He got injured for his fight next week, and... This is actually, I want to say the 8th fight Islam has been canceled since 2019. He tried to fight Rafael dos Anjos twice.
Yeah, so everyone's dropping. No one
wants to fight Islam.
No one wants to fight this man. No one wants to.
Which I don't see why. I mean,
I see why, because you're gonna lose and it's not a payday.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true.
You fight McGregor. Well, let's say, all right, I know McGregor's lost, and all you haters in the comments, McGregor sucks, he's washed, hasn't won a fight in 5 years because you don't cut the surround, you fight the surround, he's washed as well, which makes no sense in my opinion. But before you hop in the comments, when McGregor was the crab, like Eddie didn't have to choose to fight him, and he fought him, and for loads of money. And he knew he was going to lose that fight, but guess what? He knew that payday was behind it, so like he didn't really care. The thing about fighting Makhachev, you're not getting shit, you're just ruining your career, you're just losing to up-and-comer, and you're not getting a payday for it. So... That's why I think fighters are dropping out, like, no problem against him.
But
did we say who replaced him?
Yep, yeah. So, Bobby Green, obviously you saw him last week in 271. He got the victory. And he's back. He's going to be back next week to fight.
Does anyone think that's a good idea? Let me know in the comments right now.
Yeah, let us know what you think of this matchup. Bobby Green versus Islam Makhachev.
Right? This is just like feeding, like, I don't know the term. Put that in the comments too, but feeding something. All right, Makhachev's a beast. Why are you giving him Bobby Green? Like, there's literal arguments of people being legit mad because Makhachev isn't getting a title shot, and they're gonna give him Bobby Green.
I'm honestly.
Do you think Bobby Green's getting a title shot anytime soon? No.
And do you think he's even gonna beat Makhachev?
Is he even in the talks about title shot? No. People on Makhachev, he's coming from the Khabib background, like, but no one's worried. Like, why would they give a Bobby Green? That's just ridiculous. Give him like McGregor, someone like what?
Yeah, either McGregor, even Chandler.
Like Bobby Green just fought. Give him some time.
I feel like everyone's just scared of Islam. But
Bobby
Green, obviously.
The only one I have respect for out of everyone here is Bobby Green, and I guess Makhachev, like I guess there's nothing else you can do, but like Bobby Green, respect for taking that fight, but like really UFC, you can't come up with something better than that. Boys, if Islam Makhachev loses this fight against Bobby Green next weekend, we are deleting our TikToks. It's happening.
If Islam Makhachev loses to Bobby Green next week, we're going to be deleted off TikTok, boys. So let's go. Everyone comment Go Islam in the comments if you want to see us stay. So that's actually going to be at catch weight, which basically that's going to be at 160 pounds. So I feel like that's just, I don't know, this whole fight just seems like pointless almost.
It shows that Makhachev's low-key a beast. You know, I like Makhachev. The only reason I don't like Makhachev is because he comes from the Khabib background. I don't like Khabib. Why don't I like Khabib? You call me casual. Like, yeah, I watch UFC. It's mixed martial arts, but I don't like that leg humping, crotch sniffing shit, man. But like, then again, I'm also for it. Like, Khabib's still like top 6 of all time. I'm just not denying. I just don't find it entertaining. Like, who's more entertaining, Islam Makhachev or Bobby Green? Right.
Exactly, Bobby Green.
Like. So that being said, Makhachev is running through him, early prediction, and like, yeah, we're going to delete our accounts.
Yeah, early prediction, we got Makhachev all the way. I'm going to guess submission just because he's just a beast with submissions.
Except Islam isn't nearly as dominant as Khabib.
Maybe not yet.
I'm not saying he's not as scary, but like, I've seen that man get taken down, someone attempted a rear naked choke on him, and he got knocked out. So I
did see that, yeah.
I'll put all 3 of those up there, man. But like, then again, he's 9. He's on a 9-fight win streak and pretty much looks unbeatable.
I mean, but the 9-fight win streak, you can give him some credit, but It's been against Dan Hooker, was probably the biggest name he's fought. You know what I mean?
That's true. And Dan Hooker is like low key, like he's just a gatekeeper. Like if you beat him, all right, you have a chance at the title shot. But Dan Hooker is nothing like special. Like,
there's a lot of respect for Dan though, because he takes any fight.
Yeah, he's the gate.
No matter what.
Anyone. He's fighting there. He's fighting here. He's bouncing through all these weights. There's a picture of him and Izzy where they look the same size, and I'm like, dude, Dan Hooker's a lightweight trying to go down to featherweight. He's bigger than Izzy. Like,
yeah, we haven't really had any news on that, so we'll keep up with that as well. But yeah, obviously lightweight division, it's stacked. Yeah, so we're just hyped for it more.
That's Islam Bobby Green. We're talking way too much about it apparently. 20 minutes in.
Yeah, it's a fight night.
We're gonna throw this in here real quick. I don't know if you guys saw. Hazmat and Till have been training together. Darren Till, you guys know he only loses his fights when he can't wrestle. Actually, he lost against Rob in a very technical match. But his last fight, Derek Brunson. Like, let's be honest, Derek Brunson, like, he's good, but like Darren Till, with the aura that he has and just like the skill set that he has that everyone thinks he has, and he was just undefeated, only lost to good fighters. We thought like, okay, he's gonna beat Brunson, right? No, he got mocked by Brunson. So to see him train with the wrestler like Hazmat is absolutely huge, because that's what he needs. He literally needs to train with someone like Hazmat. I posted a video on my TikTok of them training together, and someone like, why would Hazmat D-rank his skill and train with Till? Which I took offense, because Darren Till is still a beast. Like, you're telling me Hazmat can learn something from Darren Till? Like, Darren Till, like...
Yeah, they could both, like, learn from each other.
The only reason Darren Till isn't looked at as, like, the best middleweight, because he doesn't fight that much. But he really is one of the best middleweights. Like, he will put you out that left. It's almost like a McGregor left, bro. The way he, like, if Jorge wouldn't have knocked him out, he would have had that title shot. And things would have been so much different now. So I'm glad to see him training with Hazmat. That's huge for Darren Till, because he really does need to work with the Dagestanians and getting his wrestling. Everyone who does it is smart.
Got to change his name.
You saw Kevin Holland too. He's working out with them too, and the getting his wrestling up. It's the truth. You got to work with these Dagestanians to even have it.
It's the Dagestanian takeover. Yeah, 2022.
I don't even know what Hazmat is, but we all know he's a beast.
I think he is Dagestanian.
Yeah, no surprise.
I mean, not even just Dagestanian, but Tiger Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Jan's training there. Rafael Fiziev, Kamzat.
It's huge.
3 beasts in the sport.
So to see Darren Till doing that, like, I was kind of sad for Till. Like, they did rush him, gave him all these good fights, and he was knocking him out. And then eventually he lost to Jorge, a great knockout artist, and then he lost to Woodley, who was the reigning champ at the time. So it's like, bro. So, yeah, it's good to see him training with Hazmat.
Yeah, it's just cool to see stuff like that every once in a while.
You already know it was inevitable, was the situation we're about to talk about. Hate.
Yep, hate. Obviously,
it's not getting to us or anything.
Yeah, it's not getting to us at all. This is just actually, honestly, it's comedy to us.
Yeah, it's comedy.
But we've had TikTok accounts for How many? You've had yours for like 6 months.
What's 10?
October.
I think I started mine October 8th.
I started mine in November, so we started ours a month apart. Obviously, with everything, if you post stuff online, produce content, you're gonna get haters.
No matter
You're gonna get people that just mess with you and just try to get to you. But
we only started this account as fans of UFC. We just uploaded UFC clips. We didn't really have a mindset of starting a podcast. We were just seeing what would happen, and we realized, like, wow, there's a lot of people that like UFC on TikTok, and like we really started growing kind of quick. So we wanted to make a podcast. And like with our regular UFC videos, you get the regular hate comments, like if let's say you upload a video about McGregor, they're gonna be like casual, McGregor's washed, blah blah blah.
McTapper.
Or you're like any just fighter that someone doesn't like, they'll be like Dust Tapper, McTapper, and for some reason the TikTok community loves Khabib.
It's crazy.
No problem with that, but like it's just like I post anything and people are just like Khabib over McGregor. I post a freaking.
It's honestly
video.
A toxic community, dude.
I post a freaking video about like Justin Gaethje, and someone's like, because the video I posted 3 days ago about McGregor, they're up on my video that has nothing to do with about McGregor or Khabib, talking about Khabib wouldn't beat McGregor. I'm like, okay. I'm not denying that. I still like McGregor better. Like,
yeah, like it's
all
not
these haters and stuff. Like they come in your comments and thinking it's all about the W or L. Like, and that's what makes a fighter good or bad or why they like him or not. Like, no, I like McGregor because the way he changed the sport, the way he talked, the way he walked, the way he carried himself, everything. Like he changed the sport for everybody. I don't care that he lost a few fights and he lost the big ones. Win or lose, you're watching, and like. The haters just...
Yeah, exactly.
Literally all the haters on our normal content just make no sense. It's not until we created the podcast until the real hate started rolling in.
Yeah, just imagine this real quick, though. You have a whole TikTok account dedicated to saying Khabib is better than Conor.
Like, I only fire back at the haters if they hate first. Like, I've done a few trolls on my accounts to get some views where I'm like, prime Conor, Khabib, which is, like, arguable. It's very arguable. You can't really, like, debate. I mean, you can debate it, but, like, they never fought. But, like, it's satire, you know? I'm going in there. If someone comments on my video that like Khabib over McGregor on a video that's irrelevant, I'm just gonna come at them and just fire back with like prime Conor Khabib and just argue with them, troll a little bit, and yeah, you know. But
yeah, it's all just like fun and jokes for the most part.
Exactly.
But some comments that we recently got, rather than like taking them kind of as like harsh, it honestly like kind of fueled the fire to make this podcast better.
We're going to throw it right here.
Yeah, we'll put it on the screen. We'll read it off for you guys.
We're going to read it off and it's going to be right here.
And so we have a TikTok account where we exclusively post podcast clips.
Was it on the podcast account or was it on my account? I think
it was on my account. It was on his account. So each week we obviously just promote the podcast on our own accounts. Right. And someone commented, genuine question, why would anyone ever watch this? Which honestly... I'm not too stressed by it. It's honestly motivating to me because we're going to try to get people to watch this, promote it more, get out there more. And, yeah, I mean, someone liked it. You always have those haters.
Yeah, you saw what he said. And then I replied, I said, tough. Like, because it is tough. And then boy Matt came in and he said, if you're interested in MMA and like the content, like, exactly. Like, exactly. Dude, I got 17K followers. And I actually have a few loyal fans. Shout out MMA Productions. Shout out...
Yeah, we don't. I'll cut this out. We don't got to name names.
Yeah. I only know MMA Productions. You're a real one, and
facts. But yeah, we're trying to kind of like obviously we just started this. It's the 3rd episode. Let's see on episode 100 where we're at. You know what I mean? Like right. we're not taking these comments. Obviously, we're talking about them right now. We're kind of making a big deal about it, but it's just fuel on the fire for Fight Geeks to just get bigger. Get more fans, build a community, and hopefully in the future somehow get in with the UFC in a way. So
exactly, man. Haters like really like you said, genuine question. Why would I remember watch this? Is kind of like look at Impulsive. I actually watch Impulsive, so I'm not even hating. But like that guy would have to say the same thing about that, right? Like who's gonna watch Logan Paul sit down with Riley Reid and just do a podcast for an hour and a half talking about literally nothing, bullcrap, literally anything they want, like. Who's going to watch that? Well, look at his podcast. It's very successful. I mean, yeah, he already had a name for that. But like, I don't believe that's why it's so big. If it was truly a trash podcast, no one would watch it. And that's what we're doing here. I don't think our podcast is trash. I think what we do is good. It's funny if you like MMA. And
yeah, I mean, it's only going to get better. It's literally it only can get better.
Especially like you don't have to sit here and watch the whole podcast. You'll see clips. You'll see this,
shorts, TikToks. That's why we do it. So get the content out there.
And that's probably where you guys are going to see us from, are the clips, the shorts, the TikToks.
We kind of just hope that eventually everyone comes here.
Eventually someone's going to watch this third episode. They're going to be like, they're trying to get some dirt off me, and they're going to try to get me. This is probably why you're watching this. But, like, yeah.
But I actually had...
Yeah. Only the OGs are watching this right now, so it's kind of like you kind of say whatever. Like, what's up?
Yeah, if you're watching 20 minutes in, you're a legend.
Joe, I know you're watching. I'm not going to say anyone else because, like, you haven't been introduced to the pod yet.
Go. But,
Juan, codename Juan. If you're watching,
let's get it.
Let's get it.
But I actually had another encounter. So after the Izzy loss, I posted a TikTok of Izzy obviously reclaiming the belt.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone said, robbery, robbery, robbery. And I had to reply to the comment. I said, how? Like, please explain to me how. So this one guy, he posted my comment with the Verdict Global Scorecard, which is basically it's a fan-voted poll. And he tagged me in that and said, nothing to back it up. I have this. I was like, I said, he still didn't win. Tag the judges. And then he was like, that's the only point you have? Pin of shame. I said, oh no, I'm scared. And I said, what point do you want me to have? Izzy won, takedown defense, elite leg kicks, head movement. All Rob had last night was a left hand, which was kind of facts. He looked like Logan Paul versus KSI out there. And then he's just like trying to like come at me with giving him engagement on the video.
Screw all that extra talk. I think what Matt said in the beginning proves it all. This dude made a video dedicated to Matt's comment talking about a robbery and put up the global scorecards. The global scorecards are what if I were to do and go on my phone and say what I think is happening during the fight, I can just literally be like, Izzy won, but I don't want him to win. Okay,
dude, the funny thing is...
Oh, I don't like Izzy, I'm picking Rob. Oh, I don't like Rob, I'm going to pick Izzy. Like, obviously you're going to have those people that are like obviously going to try and be a real judge, but I guarantee you at least 20% of those votes are completely false and just people that just click the fighter that they want to win or just to mess with the scorecards. And on that picture, we're throwing it on the screen. Look at the bottom. Izzy has more points.
Izzy won on the scorecard, but Rob had more rounds, but the differential was more for
Matt's
Izzy.
First reply, he said, show the judges.
Yeah, show the judges this. Because I honestly didn't know what global scorecards was until I searched it.
It would be different if you were showing a fight like John Jones versus Dominic Reyes, because then I'd be like, Matt, like, you're low-key in the wrong here. But, like, this fight, you can argue either way. But, like, I don't know. Like, you can't put up a global scorecards where it's, like, literally this close, and Izzy's still low-key, like, having the upper hand.
He's winning on it.
Like, you can't argue that. But, like, if with the Dominic Reyes and John Jones fight, like, the global scorecards were probably way more skewed to Dominic Reyes than that one where it was this close and Izzy was still winning. So I don't even know what his point was. And then
I don't know.
The pin of shame.
He deleted the video as well.
Yeah, he deleted it. It's gone. We can't even post it for you guys. I mean, we have a screenshot, but that's it.
I have a screenshot, so
we'll try to put those up. So
I'm gonna blur out his at though.
Whatever, man. The haters, they can keep coming.
Yeah, haters can keep
honestly, this might be a new thing. Every week we're gonna talk about a hater. I mean,
do you want to know what's actually
maybe not this long, but we'll have a little section where we just dummy of the week, we'll call it, and we'll just.
Dude, do you want to know what else I was thinking as a segment? It's called Casuals Corner.
Okay, Casuals Corner, Casual of the Week, Dummy Hater. We're gonna have a little
Casual of the Week. Put it on the screen. Come on,
maybe
bro.
We'll do it at the
Izzy
beginning.
won.
We'll either do it at the beginning or the end, depending. Maybe the beginning. That'll probably get people watching, just calling people out. But we'll see. That's what we're gonna start doing. Just calling people out, casual.
Yeah, Casuals Corner.
Like we might be casuals ourselves, like right. They're like, all right, like casuals. Like there's two fighters on the screen that I don't know. Okay, like we're not gonna lie. What is this? What even is this?
This is Vegas 48.
Yeah, Vegas 48. I don't know who either of these fighters are, so like I'm a casual. But then there's the casuals who like say Khabib wasn't champion when Conor and them fought. Like, come on. I saw someone in the comments the other day trying to like make a statement. They were like, wait, because like I uploaded a McGregor video and they were saying something about.
They always try to back it up.
They were like, well, if McGregor took a 2-year layoff, who was champion? They were like, McGregor was still champion. Khabib was interim. And Conor came back to defend. I was like, no, Conor got stripped of his belts after the whole bust incident. And then Khabib became champion. Who did he... I don't know who he beat for it. Some irrelevant fighter. But
Did Conor fight Mayweather after that incident? Or was that before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way after. Yeah. And then... Yeah, I don't know what I was going to say.
Yeah, and they always try to back it up with some like... Oh, I was just joking. It's like, okay,
so
whatever,
people,
dude.
You know, it's a good segment. I like
it's
that.
It's just a toxic community.
Idea, boys. That's definitely what we're gonna start doing. It'll be more organized. It probably won't be 10 minutes.
We'll put a little pop up on the screen with some intro music.
Yeah, it'll just be like funny as hell. We'll call out some people and yeah. But that's it up for the haters, I think. What do we got?
Yeah, I mean, we got haters.
We got one last.
We'll just take the hate. I don't really give a damn.
Yeah, we'll just take the hate, talk about it, laugh about it, post about it.
We actually do know this dude, Kyle Dawkins. Didn't he fight Derrick Lewis in December?
Oh, wait, I think he did.
And he lost.
I lied, guys. I kind of know him, but Pickett.
I don't know Pickett, though.
Pickett's
and this is a catch weight as well.
Yeah, if you guys were to fight, what shorts would you wear out of all the shorts that they have? Like, they have, like, the short shorts. They got the long shorts. They got, like, the medium length. And then they got, like, the John Jones style ones where it's, like, the compression where, like, they, like, split. And it's, like...
Those are dope.
Those are the ones I would wear. My boy, what's his name? Dawkins is wearing them right now. Those are the ones I wear. But I don't know about you. But let me know, because, like, I'm interested.
Facts.
Like, there's no way you're walking out there with, like, the long shorts, like, Nate Diaz style, right?
Dude, that's what Francis had on.
I know.
Didn't he have the long compressions
No, it's
on?
like Justin Gaethje. I'm like, dude, please take those off. Like, even Nate Diaz, like, the only fighter I'd expect to wear, like, long shorts is, like, Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, and they don't. Like, retire the long shorts, guys. They aren't meta. Like, Tony Ferguson wears them, too. I'm like, bro, take them off. Like, you know what drip is? So if I were to wear, I'd wear literally what these two guys have. They're the long split ones, or they're just the short, like, compression.
What about, that what McGregor wears, the short compressions?
Yeah.
Like the short shorts, damn near.
That's what Nate Diaz wears, too. It's kind of funny. Guys, I just thought of this, and I kind of want to try and edit a picture. And because I was talking about it with my buddy Connor. You'll see him on a podcast soon, so no shame in his name.
We'll get hella boys in.
We gotta get him on the podcast. But my boy Connor and I was talking about this. I was like, Connor, could you imagine seeing Nate Diaz in boxing gloves and boxing shorts? I just thought it was the funniest thing. Like, imagine, just picture Nate Diaz in your head with boxing shorts and boxing gloves. It just looks so weird.
Versus Jake Paul.
That dude's so skinny. Like, just imagine him with boxing gloves. That'd look hilarious.
But yeah, not too much happened this week. There was a fight announcement for UFC 274. Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chandler.
Yes, sir.
Which they're both coming off losses. Chandler's kind of I guess you can call it a more impressive loss.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a war with Justin Gaethje. You can't lie.
What was Tony's last fight?
Tony fought Beneil Dariush, and he lost.
So, like, I've been a fan of the UFC for a minute, but I haven't really been a fan until, like, recently, so I really watch what happens. I haven't really watched a fighter fall to their prime yet, so I'm not sure if it happens. Like, do they win one, lose one, or just lose? But, like, what seems to have happened with Tony here, he just got beat by Justin Gaethje and literally just never recovered. Like we all saw that fight. It was absolutely brutal.
Sad.
Like, I'm pretty sure Tony was actually the favorite. And then you just saw, okay, well, Gaethje just completely outworked him. And you're like, okay, Tony will be back. But he just didn't. He had another loss, and then I think he had 3 losses in a row. Gaethje.
Did he fight? I think he lost to Oliveira, right?
Yeah.
In between that, maybe.
I think he might have beat Oliveira.
Oh shit.
But
sorry guys, I honestly.
Well, boys, one of us is wrong, but we can just.
But yeah, they were saying this is kind of like they're giving Chandler this fight because they want Chandler to be champion so bad. Like, the UFC wants Chandler to hold the belt, which is, honestly, it's kind of messed up. I mean, I like Chandler a lot at first, but I don't know, it's hard to support him.
Well, I'm pretty sure that was for the interim title, too.
Oh, yeah, because Tony had the interim, right? So, and he tried to fight Khabib, but it never worked out.
The interim, it was the Gaethje versus Tony was the interim title bout.
So, shoot.
So winner of that got to fight Khabib. Tony lost, right? He got destroyed. And that was right. He lost to Oliveira. And then he went on and lost to Beneil already. So he literally lost to 3 sets.
Damn.
So it's like they fed him Gaethje, top dog, for the title fight for the interim. Tony got mauled. So they're like, okay, we're going to feed him to another top dog because, like, Tony's still a top dog. Maybe that was just, like, obviously a good fighter losing to a good fighter. Or is it Tony losing his prime? He loses to Oliveira. And then he goes on and fights Beneil Dariush. Still a top competitor, but, like, down here compared to, like, Gaethje. Like, Gaethje's, like,
it's a winnable fight for Tony.
Still a winnable fight, though, right? Loses. So now he's in, like, a real tough situation. They're feeding him to Chandler. He's screwed.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know.
It's just a layup fight for Chandler.
This isn't a one where I'd go, I'm going to delete my TikTok, but I'm still like, whoa.
It's honestly, I mean,
whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just like, for both of them, it's a must-win. Loser, it's tough to recover. I mean, this will be Tony's 4th loss in a row. Chandler's 3rd loss in a row.
Better for Chandler to lose because Chandler's only... He came from...
Yeah, he's like...
champion. What? Bellator? He's a Bellator champion? Already had so many fights as an old guy. Came in there, knocked out Dan Hooker like he did. Put up that war against Charles Oliveira. Almost finished him. Gaethje survived. So he hasn't had bad losses, but he still lost.
Yeah.
So he's not advancing. So
he needs
really
wins.
doesn't want to lose this fight.
He needs wins under his belt for sure. At least to be in title
now he's
talks.
like 2-3 fights away from a title fight. As to where if he beat that Gaethje, he was guaranteed another title shot. But now he's like that loss wasn't worth it because now he's like.
That would have been dope to have the rematch of Oliveira Chandler because
I'd watch that.
That was such a close fight.
That was a war. It's always like the fighter who gets the knockdown in close fights wins. It's never like
But that whole card is stacked. We got lightweight title, Gaethje, Oliveira, Yuri versus Texeria,
something like that.
I'm sorry, I don't know his name. No, it's like Glover Texeria.
So, yeah, boys.
And then we got Tony versus Chandler. So 274's hype is not till May. This is for a long time, so we got tons of stuff to talk about until then. Sir. But I think that kind of wraps it up.
It really felt like a quick episode, but it really wasn't. I think it was just a rather started nothing too hype. So we just kind of
obviously it's not
ended up being.
It's not fight week or anything crazy. We got 272 coming up in March.
Just a follow-up week.
So that's going to be a hype episode. We're probably going to have a guest with us.
Hopefully not.
Honestly, probably before each card, we'll have a guest with us.
We're hoping next week we have a card. Is there a card next week?
That's the Islam fight.
I guess we could watch that.
We could, yeah. I mean, the only really exciting fight is the main.
How late it is, because
the main's actually on next.
It's also a Saturday, so why not do something? Boys, let us know.
But yeah, let us know in the comments.
Should we do Fight Night Saturday?
Any ideas if you want some guests? Just let us know how you're liking the Fight Geek so far. It's episode 3.
Any suggestions? We're working on getting 2 microphones working, so we can hold.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get a legit.
It'll be more professional, just have this and it'd be more we're trying to become more like a podcast because right now probably just looks like we're in a room, which we are.
Yeah, we are. We are in a room. We got a laptop and mic.
Working on it. Okay, let us know what location you guys like better. Did you guys like the last episode 2? Did you like this one?
Or if you want us to change it up every time, we could always just go anywhere. We could literally film this in Walmart if we wanted.
We'll film it on the 12.
We might have to do that.
Report podcast. Let us know. All right, but guys, I think that wraps it up for episode 3. We'll see you on episode.
We'll see you on episode 4
next week. And
TikTok, Instagram, subscribe. Later, boys.
See you.